Hi Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to talk about the total lunar eclipse that occurs in Taurus on November 8th, 2022 at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is also a blood moon. The sun is sitting in Scorpio at 16 degrees and the moon sits across the sky at 16 degrees. Also at this time, we actually have a stellium of planets in Scorpio. We have Mercury, we have the sun, we have Venus, and we have the South Node. So really powerful energy around what it is that you're trying to transform through, what it is that you are trying to go in deeper to try and figure out how to get rid of what is no longer serving you to move on to another form of your being, just like the rising of the Phoenix. So Gemini, do take a look at those November month ahead videos that I have up, as well as those eclipse video playlists and your sun, moon, and rising signs in each of those playlists, okay? All right, Gemini, if this is the first time you've joined me, well, welcome. For those who are returning, thank you so much to all of my new and my old subscribers. I really do appreciate you all. So today we're going to actually pull an oracle card. These are like wealth code cards that are really helpful when talking about your career, your money, your self-worth, what it is that you value in wealth. And so I really think this is a great time to pull one of these during the eclipse cycle, especially in Taurus, because Taurus is that sign of that earth sign of, you know, your tangible wealth, your belongings, but also how you feel about yourself, like self-worth, as well as, you know, what you can physically hold. This could be, you know, land. It could be your investments. This could be tangible money. This could be, you know, how you look at yourself in your career. So let's take a look at what we have for you, Gemini. So we actually have the artist Venus. And remember, Venus is in Scorpio at this time. So Venus says, I create my vision. Creative, visionary, imaginative, idealistic, connective, harmonious, passionate, receptive, reverent, and spiritual. And I love how it has that fox on there painting away. So at this time, really tap into your Venusian side, right? If you have been wanting to get creative, wanted to maybe start a hobby on the side, or maybe you actually have a hobby that you've been doing a while and you can start teaching it on YouTube or on TikTok, or you can even take some classes. There's something around this Venus excuse me, Venus energy that really wants you to embrace it at this Taurus eclipse. Okay, Gemini, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull a past, present, and future spread, and then we will pull some clarifiers to see how this energy is playing out for you. Do remember that Mercury is in Scorpio at this time, and so since you all are a communicative sign, remember to be careful with your words. Remember, Mars is in your sign, Gemini, until the spring. So just be really careful with what you say. Think before you say it. Just really know that, like, communication, things that may normally have been under the surface may come out in heated tension. So just keep that in mind during this time. All right, Gemini. So in the past, you do have the Three of Swords, possibly some kind of hurt or something that you're healing from in the past. In the present, you do have the Hangman in reverse, major arcana card number 12. And in the future, you have the Nine of Wands in the upright position. What I do like to see already here, Gemini, is this transition from like dark to light. You can see where in the past something was really heavy and bogging you down, and it looks like you kind of like were able to get a different perspective on a situation, and now you're kind of like coming to the end of that really hard time. That's really nice to see, and that might come up. It might be something around your job, around your finances, that maybe something was really rough for you in the past, and now you're kind of looking at it in a different light. Okay, Spirit Guides, please help me clarify the Three of Swords, the Hangman, and the Nine of Wands for Gemini. Okay, so to clarify the Three of Swords, we do have the Death card. Very timely with all of that scorpionic energy. Death card is major arcana card and is that scorpion energy, scorpionic energy, okay? For the Hangman clarifier, you do have the Five of Cups. This definitely is something you've been healing from. You did get that Three of Swords and now the Five of Cups. So you definitely are working through something that you needed to get rid of, something that is no longer serving you, something that you needed to look at in a different way at this time, at this eclipse. And in the future, look at that. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So really beautiful energy, Gemini, by time you're moving into the future. And then I did hear turn over the bottom of the deck. You have the Ace of Pentacles. If you have any Taurus in your chart, I invite you to look at their reading as well, because they got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck as well. So definitely some type of energy around where is it that you're no longer needing to put your energy, your resources in order to feel complete about making money, maybe your self-worth. This Ace of Pentacles is sending you this message, Gemini, that it might be time for you to look elsewhere for a career, or maybe you can start a side hustle, but there definitely is some type of energy around how can you almost reinvent yourself, but in a different and better way. And I think this eclipse is going to start sending you some signs. Remember, you did get that artist, that Venus energy. So really tap into that scorpionic Venus side of you. Okay, Gemini, so in the past, it looks like you have been possibly grieving. This could be a loss of someone, like in the physical sense, or it could be more metaphorically, like you longed for a relationship that you used to have with someone. But I definitely feel like this is more internal, like it feels like this is like the death of a previous version of yourself, and it's time for you to like reinvent, but also like figure out where you want to go next. I feel like there's this sense of you've been contemplating this for a while. If your job is one in which is no longer satisfying for you, I do feel like this Hangman is like telling you like there are other ways to look at the situation. So whether there was layoffs, whether there was a reorganization, maybe you haven't been able to find a job. There's this sense here at this eclipse, Gemini, that the universe wants you not to focus on what is spilled here and wants you to focus on what is still available. Wants you to look at the scenario in a different light. This is actually an opportunity, as opposed to you looking at it like this is like, you know, a failure, or you looking at it as the worst thing ever. I feel like there's this opportunity now that you can move past this hurt and getting rid of this really heavy negative energy. I feel like you're looking back at your life and realizing, you know what, I do have some skills that I can use maybe in a different way. Maybe I can actually start teaching some of my art skills. Maybe I can start honing in on my music career. Maybe I can start not just looking at, you know, the artistic side of myself as just a hobby. And maybe I can, you know, like I said, you can teach online. There's just so many opportunities with that Nine of Pentacles. It feels like you're going to use this Taurus full moon to really take yourself out of the victim mode and really like realize like this has been all worth it. It's all led you to this point. And I feel like at the end of this 6-month cycle, once you get to the spring, Gemini, and also maybe once Mars moves out of your sign, I feel like there's going to be this resurgence of like, yeah, I can do this now. Okay, so I definitely want you to take a look at Taurus's reading as well, because like I said, they did get that Ace of Pentacles in reverse as their clarifier on the bottom. But I think overall, Gemini, you really are moving through like a transformative time, which we all are, but you all really are with this Death card, that Three of Swords, and you're moving through some kind of cycle. Take a look at those other videos like I mentioned, and I think that you're going to get a lot more clarity as you move through this eclipse. Okay, Gemini, I hope you all have a good full moon Taurus eclipse, and I'll talk to you later.